Hello, Aries, and welcome to this, your mid-January check-in. As you can see, I have a helper here for the reading today. I have put him back down on the floor at least 6 times, and he has decided to come and help with your reading. So let's dive right in and get started. We're going to take a look at where you're at now, what obstacles you might be facing for the latter half of January, and see what kind of outcome you are looking at for the end of January, looking towards February of 2025. I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very happy new year. I hope everyone is settling into 2025 in a good way. And it does look like you're settling in a good way here. Also, you have 2 6s that have come up here, Aries. You have the 6 of Cups as well as the 6 of Pentacles, both very positive cards. All right, we're going to have a few issues here with some lighting. Let's see if I can switch things up here. There we go. How's that? Sound a little bit better? All right, so we're going to start off your reading here with where you're at now at the middle of January with the 6 of Cups, and then we're going to move into the Temperance card, which came out in between these 2 6s, and then we're going to move into the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Cups is a card of thank you for your help. Can you please go down? You can stop chewing on me, and you can go down. There you go. Okay. The 6 of Cups, Aries, is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of feeling nostalgic for the past, perhaps looking to the past. See what I mean? He wants to help. This is Cheeseburger, if you haven't met him before. He is a kitten that my son bonded with right after he was born and brought him home. Thank you very much. Okay, getting back to the nostalgia card. It stands to reason that come the middle of January, Aries, you may be feeling a little bit nostalgic. Your reading for the whole month of January, if you haven't checked it out, you can check my previous videos, indicated that you had a decision to make about a relationship. There was something coming up about a relationship, and it was going to be a pretty important decision that you needed to make regarding that relationship sometime in January. This card, the 6 of Cups, in relation to that, is saying that you may be feeling a little bit nostalgic, maybe feeling like you are missing something from the past. Also, it's not uncommon to see the 6 of Cups come up in many people's readings right around the middle of January. If 2024 had been a fairly good year for you and 2025 might have had a little bit of a rocky start, there may be some temptation to look backwards and go, oh, if only we could go backwards a little bit. So that's sort of the general sense. The 6 of Cups can also sometimes indicate that we're seeing the world through rose-colored glasses. The 6 of Cups can sometimes indicate that we might have had a drink or two and then contacted an ex. Okay, so just be on the lookout for that as you move into the latter half of January. If there's any temptation on your part, Aries, to get reminiscent and throw on those rose-colored glasses after a drink or two and pick up your phone and start texting an ex, you might want to, pop that chip out of your phone and hide it somewhere for a day or two. Because the next card that you have in your reading, Aries, is the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is about finding balance. It's about finding your balance. It's about moving forward, moving ahead, letting go of the past and letting go of overthinking. Look at the character on this card. The character on this card is happily doing tree pose from yoga, and they are definitely in that Zen zone of, I'm not going to let the outside world or the past bother me. Which brings me to the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is the card of karma. Okay. And I find it unique that you have the 6 of Cups as well as the 6 of Pentacles with balance in between. And I get the sense, sorry, my sweater keeps going backwards and choking me here. I get the sense that there's something about the past that you need to let go of with this Six of Cups that's going to help to bring you some balance, that's going to help you to move into the realization that there is nothing more you need to do. The law of karma will take care of whatever it is that is bothering you, whatever it is that you think you need to be involved in and have all your little fingers in the pies. That was the image that just came in. There's no need for that, Aries. Let karma do her job and allow yourself to move into this place of temperance and balance. All right. What could potentially get in the way of this temperance and this balance that you're craving? All right. You will notice that I am using my Sacred Traveler deck again. I have not used this deck for probably close to 6 months. And just the other day, I was called to pull it back out. So, what is blocking Aries from moving into this balance where they can move forward? Okay, let's go through it one more time. What is potentially blocking Aries for the middle of January from finding balance and moving forward? Okay. The first card that jumped out was overcoming obstacles. Yeah. What is blocking Aries from moving forward? Well, obstacles. This card's interesting, however, because this card is reflective or reminiscent of, is it Excelsior? Anyway, the sword that was stuck in the stone, and all of these knights lined up, one after the other. And they were big, strong men, and they grunted and they groaned and they pulled and they yanked on it, and they could not get the sword out of the stone. And then some boy came along and looked at the sword and went, "Oh, free sword," lifted it up, and away he went. This card is an indication, Aries, that there is a part of you that doesn't believe that karma is going to come and do her job. There's a part of you that believes that you still need to remain attached to the past. There's a part of you that believes that it's too hard. Okay? The real story of Excalibur, that's what the sword was called. The real story of Excalibur is that if we believe it's going to be difficult, then it's difficult. If we believe it's going to be easy, oh, look, there's a sword in a stone, I'm just going to pull it out and keep walking on, then the sword's going to slide right out of that stone. So what's in your way? You are. What's in the way of you finding your temperance and your balance, Aries? It's your belief systems that life is hard. And when you release that belief system, life's going to move forward quickly and easily. The other card that came out for you as an obstacle, or as an obstacle for the latter half of January, is the Miracles card. If you don't believe miracles are possible, then miracles cannot manifest into your life. I'll bet you, if you think back, Aries, there are actually times in your life when miracles happened and you acknowledged them at that time. So prepare yourself. Miracles are real. Miracles can happen. Let's see what can help you and assist you in pulling you out of this blockage regarding life is hard and miracles, because I think that your purpose is to move into balance in 2025. Yes, absolutely. Yep, there we go. So this card flipped over. I'm just going to show you. I'm pulling it out here. The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of balance. Now, typically the Four of Pentacles is the card of finding financial balance, finding that work and home life balance, or that work and play life balance. But either way, this is a card of balance. 2 plus 2 equals 4. If you have 2 coins coming in, you can't go out and spend 5 coins. If you have 2 coins coming in, you can go out and spend 2 coins, or you can go spend 1 coin and save another coin for a rainy day. The choice is yours. But it is a card of finding balance. That's what's going to pull you out of this. Looking ahead to the end of January for Aries. Looking ahead to the end of January for Aries. Anything else? Okay. Wow. Big energies. Big energies coming in for you at the end of January here, Aries. Both cards that came out are major arcana. You have the Rebel, also known as the Emperor, coming out, and you have the No Thingness card coming out. The No Thingness card corresponds to the Hierophant. I want to point out as well that the Rebel is the 4th card in the major arcana. This is the 5th card. And to start out your reading, you had 2 6s, 4, 5, and 6. You also had the 4 of Pentacles come out. So there is something about watching for these series of numbers, perhaps the 14th, 15th, and 16th, the 24th, 25th, 26th of January. Pay really close attention to these dates, Aries. Okay, moving into the Rebel. Yes. Aries. Oh, interesting. You also have 14 here. So you definitely have a bunch of 4s coming up as well. The Rebel. Sometimes in order to be able to move forward out of stagnation, out of the belief that, overcoming obstacles is difficult, out of the belief that miracles are not real, sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves to move forward, also when we want to believe in karma, is to move into the Rebel energy of the Emperor. This is divine masculine energy. This is about coming into our power. This is about thinking things through with a very, very logical mind, not bringing the emotions into things very much here, Aries, as you move into the latter half of January. This is your way out of this. Think through things logically and then release and let go. Find that balance again. Okay. The other card that you have for your outcome for January is the No Thingness card. As I mentioned, this card corresponds to the Hierophant from the major arcana of the tarot. This card, again, is about letting go. Aries, you've got to let go. You're holding on to something, just like Excelsior. You are holding on to something so tightly right now, Aries. And yet you need to find balance. Find balance. Find balance. Go into No Thingness. The other thing that I want to say about this card corresponding to the Hierophant, this is a call for you near the end of January, Aries, to pay close attention to some of your beliefs. In fact, life is hard, obstacles are hard, miracles aren't real. Those are beliefs. And this card is about letting go of beliefs, or at the very least, taking a deep dive or exploration into your beliefs. Most of our belief systems come from the major institutions that we are part of. The very first institution we are exposed to, of course, is our family. Next, we're exposed to the society that we were born into, or the community or culture that we were born into. A lot of us are then introduced to religious institutions or educational institutions, and each one of these institutions downloads their belief systems and expectations onto our very young minds. And we integrate those into our lives. And then we reach a certain stage or phase of our lives where we begin to question those beliefs from those institutions. That's what this card is calling you to do in the latter half of January. And when you begin to explore those belief systems, I honestly and truly believe that these two cards that came up as your obstacles are going to disappear. And with that, I'm going to leave off your short little mid-month catch-up. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If you are interested in booking a private consultation with me, there is a link in the description down below. Please like and subscribe.